Yeah, so there's a couple of them. First and foremost, a lot of times as people are looking for sources of funding and they're doing this particular movement, choosing the vendors on CDM became more about who the integrators wanted on CDM rather than the full breadth of products that were on the CDM list. So that became a challenge for some agencies because they weren't fully prepared for what they were going to get with those integrators when CDM funded that. Mm-hmm. Other than that, as they move to the cloud, the transition of making sure that their credentials are still secured and that there's a good path to access these cloud servers that they have is also a challenge that a lot of them didn't think about beforehand. Also, handling vulnerability management in those cloud services and ways to scan that are things that they didn't think about beforehand that they had to take care of after the fact. A lot of times with these cloud migrations, I liken it to painting a house. Years ago, I dated a girl whose dad was a painter, and he always said the key to painting a house quickly was making sure you taped it all off, making sure you prepared, making sure that you planned. So a lot of the cloud transition stuff is about planning before you execute. It's about making sure that you're prepared to go there so that once you actually execute that move, it happens quickly, it happens effectively. The same thing occurs when we're talking about these cloud transitions, is making sure that we've prepared to secure the cloud that we're going to. We're prepared to handle the influx of credentials. We're prepared to handle the transition in keys and containers as we start to look at containerization of these services. All of these things are things that we have to prepare for and plan for before we get there. The mistake that happens is, and 82 days is a fantastic amount of time to be able to transition completely to the cloud. But there's a lot of agencies who set themselves up for failure in expecting that they can do it and they can mimic that. Sure. And they're just not ready for it.
Right.